Welcome to Road Gear Reviews. I'm Tom from Morton's On the Move, and today we are taking a look at an RV specific product, the Truma AquaGo on-demand water heater. Stick around. So behind me here is the water heater we installed in our RV. This is the Truma AquaGo hybrid on-demand water heater. What makes this unit special is that it is not a full tank style water heater like you would see in most RVs or your home, and it's not quite a straight on-demand water heater either that heats with only pipes running through it. This is a hybrid unit. It combines the functionality of an on-demand unit with a little tiny tank to provide even better hot water experience. What we have here is the Truma AquaGo Comfort model, and there are three different models of this water heater: the Truma AquaGo Basic, the Comfort, and the Comfort Plus. What makes the models different is the basic model does not include an internal to the RV control panel to control the different functionality of it, and it also doesn't include the self-cleaning feature that we'll talk about later. The Comfort model that we have includes those additional controls and cleaning features. The Comfort Plus model is available only from the factory because it has a circulating pump in it that can circulate water through all the faucets so that there is absolutely no waiting for hot water. It's right at the faucet all the time. From the outside of the RV, the water heater has a pretty clean look. It has this external shroud that was added in our case because we installed the unit aftermarket. The units can be installed by Truma at their service centers or by an authorized dealer, but Truma will not sell the units to be installed do-it-yourself at home. We had ours installed at the Truma Service Center in Lakeland, Florida, and we did a video all about that installation that you can find over on our Morton's on the Move channel. The water heater is super easy to open up. There's this little knob here that you just turn and the panel kind of pulls away. You lift it up. There's two straps that it will just hang down on the side of your RV, and you can easily get at everything inside the unit. You can see there's a lot of technology going on in here. This is a very computer controlled unit. It's a German engineered and built unit. They're built in Germany and shipped over here to the United States. This unit is a propane unit, a gas unit. It does not have an electric heating option. Electric heating for on-demand water heaters would require an immense amount of power that you just can't get in an RV. Being computer controlled, this unit is completely variable on propane, however. This is a variable propane valve, and it can also vary the amount of air that's going in to mix the appropriate amount of burn to match the amount of water flow through the unit. This enables it to use the smallest amount of propane possible to give you hot water instantly. Although the unit does not operate on 120 volts AC to heat water, it does require 12 volts DC, which most hot water heaters do to run the brains of the unit and the fans. Taking a look in this unit, you will see that on the left-hand side here, behind this yellow chute, there is this little tiny tank. That is what makes this unit so special and what makes it a hybrid unit. It has a big propane burner in the back that heats the water, but then it has this little tiny tank that allows it to mix the water and make sure that it stays a consistent temperature exiting the unit. Compared to other small on-demand water heating units like this, the benefit of this is it's going to guarantee a very consistent temperature at the output. A lot of small units suffer from the drawback of possibly having really high temperature spikes or also temperature dips because of their small size, trying to keep that consistent water temperature flowing through the coils. But with this little tank in here, this unit keeps really steady temperature at the output, around 120 degrees max, and you will never get burned from this unit. On the outside of this unit here, you'll see switch for power in the both directions, top and bottom, and off in the middle. With the basic model, this is how you change the operating modes of the unit. But with the Comfort model that we have, the control panel inside allows you to change those different modes of operation. If you set the unit in Comfort mode, it keeps this little tank in here hot all the time, which enables you to get hot water at the faucet even faster. In Eco mode, that little tank is not kept hot, but it still functions as an on-demand water heater, but it takes a little bit longer to get hot water to the faucet because it has to heat all the water up and that little tank. But it's still pretty fast. It's called Eco mode because you're able to save on a bit of propane by not keeping that little tank hot all the time, but it does require a little bit more water because it takes longer to get the water to the faucet. Another feature that is awesome about this unit is how easy it is to winterize and clean the unit. This yellow thing right here is a handle slash chute that you just unsnap and pull away from the unit. And what's going to happen is it's going to pop open a valve, that's gonna drain the water, and what you can see happens is it drains the water out and away from your RV, so it doesn't drain down the side of your RV like a conventional water heater would. What this does is it drains all the water out of the little tank here and also out of the coil, so that in the winter nothing is gonna freeze up and damage the unit. This is a strainer that you easily pull out, and you keep this stored outside of the unit for winterization. And that's it, it's ready for winter. The biggest trick with winterizing this unit is making sure that you don't lose the strainer. It's probably a good idea to store it right inside. There's a little space to put it right there. With any on-demand water heater, you need to clean the unit every so often. As the water flows through those coils, calcification can build up, and you need to clean it every so often. And this unit is super easy to clean. To clean it, you use the strainer and insert some cleaning tablets inside the hole here, and then just put it right back in, close it back up. It'll snap in place, and then you use the clean functionality on the inside control panel to turn it on, and the water heater is going to fill with water and circulate the cleaning solution through it for about 2 hours and clean it out really well. After it's clean, you open all the taps in your RV and you let it just drain out all of that water. All right, so what about actually using this unit? What is it actually like? Well, it is pretty much like using a standard tanked water heater you'd find in your RV. Turn on the hot water tap, you get hot water out. We have noticed that the water is not quite as hot when you're turning it on and off like doing dishes, because the water heater doesn't get as high a temperature. It caps around 120 degrees, whereas the other water heaters are probably somewhere around 140 degrees, which is a scald prevention, but also you might not get as hot a water for doing dishes. But we've found that it's been plenty hot, and we absolutely love it. When you turn on the hot water tap, you will hear the unit fire up. It's got kind of a motor sound and a whine. It sounds a little bit like this from about 5 feet away. But from the inside, it's really quiet, no louder than our existing hot water heater was. What's cool about it turning on when you turn on the faucet is that it only heats the amount of water that you use, and that can make it really, really efficient on propane. What's also awesome about it is that it provides endless hot water. When you're hooked up, we can run the hot water as long as we want, take as long as showers as we want, and we just don't run out of water. We've had guests come and stay with us, taking 4 consecutive showers back to back, never run out of hot water, and everybody has a great hot shower. If the unit is in comfort mode, it keeps that little tank hot, and it will cycle on and off every so often when the water temperature cools in that tank. It's not very often, but a couple times an hour you might hear the unit kick on. Because of that, I am an extremely light sleeper, and we almost always put the unit into eco mode at night so that it does not cycle on and off and won't wake me up. Now, our old hot water heater, we had to make sure to turn off at night as well, because the cycling on and off would wake me up as well. I don't think this is any louder than our previous unit was. Because we leave the unit in eco most of the time to save propane and not wake us up at night, we typically turn it into comfort before we're gonna hop in the shower or start dishes, especially when we're off-grid and not hooked up using the water from our tank, because it gets the hot water to the faucet even faster. It only takes a few seconds to heat that little tank up, but we make sure to turn it on, and then just a few seconds later, really, we can start doing dishes or something and get hot water almost instantly. It saves us that little bit of water running the faucet, waiting for it to heat up. Let's talk about the pros and cons. For us, this unit saved us a lot of weight in our RV. It eliminated 12 gallons of water, around 100 pounds in our RV, which was a big pro for us. The unit is super propane efficient. We've definitely noticed it has reduced our propane use on water heating applications, and it also helps save us water in comfort mode by making sure that water is hot almost right away. Another thing we love about this water heater is not having to wait for that water to heat up. Our previous water heater we would leave off most of the time and then turn on before we were going to use it for showers or doing dishes, and try to use all that water at once so that we didn't waste propane. That water heater took a good 20 to 30 minutes to heat up all that water before we could hop in the shower. With this though, we just click it on, or it's already on, and we just go get in the shower. No waiting anymore. It makes being off-grid and using our water tank in our RV that much easier. Lastly, we love how steady the temperatures are out of this unit. We've never seen water that has been too hot. We've never seen water come out too cold. It really does a great job of varying too. If somebody turns on another tap, like you're just taking a shower and someone in the kitchen turns on the faucet, this has been doing a great job at keeping that water a nice steady temperature. A few cons of this unit is, first of all, it is a bit more expensive than a conventional water heater. At the time of this video, it costs around $1,300 retail, plus labor and any additional parts that is needed to install it in your RV. If you are replacing a standard tanked water heater that has an electric heating element, you'll be losing that with this unit, so that's a con as well, but it also is a lot more efficient on propane than most of your standard tank units. The last con we can think of with this unit is that it does cycle when it's in comfort mode. It clicks on and off, and as I said before, it will keep me up at night, so we just have to put it in eco mode so that it doesn't cycle and keep waking me up. Overall, we have absolutely loved using this unit. The cost we were able to justify with the premium experience that we get from using this unit. This has definitely been one of our favorite RV upgrades. It saves us water, it saves us propane. We love not having to wait for the water to heat up, and we love having endless hot water, especially when we're hooked up, taking those long hot showers and not having to worry about running out of hot water. Thanks so much for watching our review on the Truma AquaGo unit. If you're curious to learn more about it, we did another review over on our Morton's on the Move channel that I'll link below this video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Thank you so much for joining us here on Road Gear Reviews, where we upload a new video every week. We'll see you next time. Bye.